Definitely better than a regular meatloaf. For somebody that doesn't like meatloaf, pretty dang good. If you don't have a broiler pan, you can line your pan with bread. This will help absorb all the extra grease at the bottom. 80-20 hamburger meat. I'm doing a total of 5 pounds. As always, you could easily cut this recipe in half. I'm not a big fan of a lot of breadcrumbs or crackers in my meatloaf. However, this is the way my grandmother did it, and we are going to add a few. I'm actually not a fan of meatloaf in general, but my best friend has been hounding me to make this. Worcestershire sauce, a couple eggs, smoked paprika, beef bouillon instead of salt, black pepper, onion powder, comino, because cumin is generally in most Hispanic Mexican dishes, so I think it would go really well in this. And of course, garlic powder. Combine. I know I have a heavy hand, but that does not look like enough seasonings. I need to see seasoning on every single piece of meat. Since this is supposed to remind us of a jalapeno popper, of course, we're cutting jalapenos. If you're a sissy, you can remove the seeds and the veins, that's fine. Add to your hamburger meat. Although cilantro is not in a jalapeno popper, I think it would pair really well with this. And even if you thought that it didn't, I'd probably still use it anyways. I'm doing sharp cheddar, but you could do mild. Cream cheese, of course. Add in your cream cheese in little cubes. So everywhere you look, you should see a little bit of green, a little bit of yellow, and a little bit of white. Mold it into your loaf. Now we're going to attempt to put this in there. Did it! Preheat your oven to 350. Sprinkle with some ranch seasoning. This is the Fiesta Ranch. We're going to cover it for the first half and allow it to steam. I didn't put the bacon in the inside because I don't like soggy bacon, but it is still in the recipe. Depending on how many pounds that you're cooking, since I'm doing 5, the recommended time is 2.5 hours. So at the hour mark, I'm taking my foil off. So at your halfway mark, take the foil off. Now I'm going to crank up the heat to 400. The internal temp needs to reach 165. But honestly, I'll probably pull mine out at 160. Scrub and rinse your potatoes. I am going to scrub these in the bag. All you do is run them underwater and use this bag to scrub them real hard. Cut any of the sprouts off. Could I have used a smaller knife? Yes, but I like to give y'all something to complain about. You're welcome. Now give them one more rinse and cover with water. Instead of salt, I'm using chicken bouillon. I gotta move this to the other burner so you can see what I'm doing. Add a little bacon grease from your bacon reserve. Saute your onion. Oh dear. Saute your onion until it's tender. Holy cow. Haven't even had a glass of wine yet. And slice up some fresh garlic. All I'm doing is slicing it once in the middle and then thinly slicing. As always, saute your garlic 3 to 4 minutes. Then add a little bit of butter. This is about 3 tablespoons. Then your drained green beans. Pepper and salt. Now I'm swapping my beans and my potatoes so you can see my potatoes. Drain the liquid. For 3 pounds of red potatoes, 1 stick of butter. Mash your taters. Heavy whipping cream until you get the desired consistency that you like. Mild cheddar or sharp cheese. I'm using about 4 ounces here. Oh shit. The hardest part of this whole recipe is waiting for it to cool. This is some jalapeno, cilantro, and lime ranch dressing. Because everybody has to eat ranch with their jalapeno poppers. Top with some crispy bacon. Some cheesy mashed red potatoes, grilled onions, and green beans. Now the moment of truth. I am not a big fan of meatloaf. I like the Italian meatloaf, you know, smothered in marinara sauce and cheese. But, I'm not gonna lie, this has all my favorite ingredients in it, so let's give it a taste.